this week of maximum darkness, how can your practice give you rest and sustenance for the cold months ahead? Can you revel in the darkness and find ease and stillness while holding faith that more light lies ahead?
And it aligns us with a sense of hope. At this time of year, it's also a time for matariki, so remembrance of our past away loved ones and reconnecting with family and friends. So sitting in a comfortable seat, whether that's legs crossed on your shins or in some other position that you find comfortable. We'll bring our hands into the heart mudra. So bring the index finger into the base of the thumb. Bring the middle and ring finger in to touch the top of the thumb and pinky finger sticking out. Place the hands on top of the thighs somewhere and with the palms face up. And we'll start today's practice with the Shanti path. Taking one breath to prepare, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling for the Shanti path. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Bharavavahe Tejasvinavati Tamastu Ma Vidvashavahe. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. So starting in a tabletop position today, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and just warming up through the spine. So as we inhale, lifting our eyes, lifting our tailbone up, dropping our belly down towards the mat. And as we exhale, rounding through the spine, drop the head down, release the bottom, lifting those ribs up to the ceiling. Imagine that you can press those ribs all the way up to the ceiling. And just with your own breathing and your own timing, just a few rounds. Once more each way. Pausing in a neutral spine there. And this time we'll do the same thing again, but we'll bring one of our legs into it, acting as our cat's tail or our tiger's tail this time. So as we inhale, lifting the head, lifting the tailbone, but also lifting our right leg up first. Imagine that our leg is the tail. And as we exhale, rounding through the spine, bring that right knee in towards the nose. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding. Once more, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding. Do that on the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding. Let's do it once more. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding. Bring both knees down again. And bring the hips back towards the heels as far as you can. This time inhaling, rising up, bringing the arms up alongside the head. As we exhale, hinge from the hips, bring the hands down towards the mat and the bottom towards the heels. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding forward, coming down to the mat. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. We'll pause here for a moment. Reaching the arms away from the body. Releasing the back.
Let your practice be a light in the darkness.
One more breath. Inhale, looking forward. Pressing ourselves back up to a tabletop position. And sitting back down onto the left hip this side. It's time. From here, bring both our shins over to the right hand side, sitting firmly on the left hip. We'll bring the right hand over to rest on the outside of the left knee. Left hand coming back behind. Just turn around so you can see. Stay open through the chest, rolling the shoulders back and down. And just gently twisting towards the left-hand side. Just looking out towards the left. But if the neck is okay, you can keep turning the head, keep looking as if you're looking over your left shoulder. One more breath. Slowly coming out of the twist, back to the front. And we'll do that on the other side. So bring both shins over to the left-hand side now, sitting more on the right side of the hip. And just placing the legs wherever they're comfortable, placing the feet wherever they're comfortable. Bring the left hand to the right knee this time. Right arm coming around behind the back. And twisting to the right side. Making sure that chest is nice and open. The shoulder blades are relaxed. And if the neck is okay, keep turning the head round to the right hand side. Nice and relaxed breathing as well. And one more breath. Slowly turning back around to the front. Releasing the legs. Pausing here for a moment. And if you need, grabbing your strap. Bending through the right knee, draw the right knee into the body. And then let that right knee drop out to the right with the right inner part of the sole coming into the left inner thigh. Growing tall here, making sure the hips are square to the front edge of the mat. Lifting up out of the waist, inhaling the arms up alongside the head. And exhaling, hinging forward from the hips, reaching those arms forward towards the left leg and just placing them wherever they land. So they can be on the leg, on the foot, alongside the leg, on the mat, just whatever feels most comfortable. And your focal point, your drishti point, will be a point just in front of the toes or looking directly at the toes.
Tap into the stillness of the season. The sun is offering us the greatest amount of downtime. Take your rest in this moment.
One more breath. And walking the hands back. Bring the right knee back up to center. Releasing the right leg long. Pausing here for a moment to notice between the right and the left legs. And bending through the left leg this time, bring the heel into the body. Let that left knee drop out to the left, ensuring that left foot is tucked in alongside the right inner thigh. Squaring the hips to the front edge of the mat. Going tall through the spine, lifting up out of the waist. Inhaling the arms up alongside the head. Exhaling, lifting forward, reaching those arms forward, and then just placing them wherever they land, anywhere on the leg, maybe onto the foot, maybe alongside the foot and the leg, and looking towards the toes or a spot just in front of the toes. One more breath. And walking hands back up. Bring the left knee in. And extending that left leg long. Bring that strap to one side if you're using a strap. And now just opening the legs out as wide as you feel comfortable. Bring the arms alongside the body. Growing tall through the waist, tall through the spine. And make sure that the knees and the toes are pointing upwards towards the ceiling. Relaxing the shoulders. Looking at a spot in front of you onto the wall.
Can you find the glimmer of light in this pose, this movement, like a candle in the window on a dark night?
And if you like, you bring the hands forward and start hinging from the hips. Walking the hands forward, but as you do this, make sure that the knees and the toes are still pointing up to the ceiling. Keeping those legs engaged. Coming as far forward as you feel comfortable.
Can you keep this sense of stillness and presence with you a little on everyone that you come into contact with during these holidays?
One more breath. And if you're forward, slowly lifting up, walk those hands back towards the body. Slowly bringing those legs in. Scooting forward on your mat. And lying back down onto the back. Bending through the right knee, draw that knee and thigh into the chest. Squeeze that knee in for a moment. And extend that right leg long. Bend through the left knee, draw the left knee into the chest, squeeze that left knee in. And release the left leg. Bring both knees into the chest, squeeze both knees in. Inhaling here. And when you exhale, lifting the head, lifting the shoulders up off the mat, squeeze the knees and the chin in together. See how close you can get the knees and chin in together. And then gently releasing the shoulders and the head back down. Bring the feet back down to the mat. Bend through the elbows. Bring the fingertips to touch the back of the neck, but not interlace. So just gently touching. Inhale here to center. And as we exhale, bring both knees over to the right and turn the head to the left. Doing a gentle spinal twist here. Inhale to center. Both knees to the left this time, turn the head to the right. So just with your own breathing and your own timing, moving left to right, right to left.
The winter solstice represents the shift from darkness into light. As such, it is aligned with a sense of hope, however distant. It's the time of year for nesting and resting, for burrowing into your life and your poses and reconnecting with the quiet and the still. Through the coldest part of winter is ahead, there is more light every day. There will be more every consecutive day.
And once more to each side. Bring the legs and the head back to center. Release the arms. Pause there for a moment. And releasing one leg at a time. If you wish, placing a blanket on top of you, or putting on any extra clothing that if you need. Letting the arms and the legs roll away from each other. Finding a spot on the ceiling to focus on. And then softening your gaze on that spot on the ceiling. If you feel comfortable, closing the eyes. With the eyes closed, drawing the eyes down as if you could see down through your body, down to your feet. Hold your eyes in that position for 10 seconds. Once you've reached 10, just suddenly let your eyes go, let them soften. And just coming back to the breath. Breathing in through the nose, back of the throat, down into the lungs. Out of the lungs, back of the throat, out through the nose. This time as you inhale, feel the abdomen rising and the ribs expanding out to the left and the right. And as you exhale, ribs coming in, abdomen coming in, diaphragm coming in, out of the lungs, back of the throat, out through the nose. And now taking 3 deep breaths, inhaling deep down into your lungs when you're ready. And exhaling with a sigh. Inhaling again. And exhaling. Once more, inhaling. And exhaling. Start to wriggle the fingers and the toes, bring some movement back into the body. And when you're ready with the eyes closed, rolling over onto your right side and pause there for a moment. And pressing yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. And getting ready to close the practice by chanting the full Shanti Path. So inhaling, hearing, and exhaling. Inhaling for the full Shanti Path. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityur ma amritram gamaya, sarvesham svasti bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Loka samasta sakino bhavantu. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sagandim Pushtivaranam Udvarukamiva bandhana Mechurmukshiyamamrita. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hare Om. Tvameva Mata Champita Tvameva. Tvameva Bandush Sakata Tvameva. Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Now closing the practice by chanting 3 Oms, followed by Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Taking 1 breath to prepare for Om, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling for Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Om. Peace, peace, peace. So be it. Placing the hands together into the chest. Rub the palms of the hands together. Create some heat in your hands. When there's enough heat between the hands, place the palms of the hands over the eyes. Look at the palms of the hands. Allow your eyes to adjust to the light. Bring them down over the face and the cheeks, throat and the neck. Rub the palms together again. Backs of the hands, fingers and thumbs, wrists and forearms. Bring the palms together again into the chest. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you for joining me today.